So this video is about some recent news reports that I saw that said that Berklee College of Music seems to be embracing the use of AI and even teaching students how to use Suno in its classrooms. This is very, very controversial for obvious reasons, and it seems like some students and teachers are protesting. So first, I just want to establish what's true, just so that I'm not like relaying to you some random things that I've heard. So I dove into this a little bit, and these are the facts as far as I can see so far. So Berklee has a new department called the Berklee Emerging Artistic Technology Lab, or BEATLE. BEATLE is a place that has a focus on making sure that our students are ready for the careers of tomorrow, and what's going to be happening as technologies like AI change the way that music is made and the way that careers happen in music. So that's from the head of that department. From what I can see based on some other quotes from some of the kids in that department, it does seem like the students are using text prompts to generate music on Suno.
With a few simple prompts.
In this case, I want like a hyperpop rap, digicore, rage, whatever, all of this stuff.
He can generate a song.
They even have a class called Bots and Beats, AI and the Future of Songwriting. In this course, we will explore how music makers can use the latest AI tools to expand their craft, and how to avoid using those same tools in a way that hinders their craft. In addition, this course will also explore the impact of AI on the music industry, both helpful and harmful. Throughout the course, students will be tasked with generating original lyrics, melodies, songs, and recordings in collaboration with AI. And as of April 2026, it seems like some students and teachers are protesting all of this. There's an online petition calling for the disbandment of the Bots and Beats class, and it has around 400 signatures. So, not huge, but it's a thing. AI models like ChatGPT that are being promoted by the Berklee Songwriting Department steal the art of tens of thousands of artists and rot the essence of the industry, and have devastating consequences on the environment, all to create facsimiles of real human art. There's no place for generative AI at art school. We call to disband Bots and Beats, and any other promotion of generative AI at Berklee. Okay, this is interesting for a bunch of reasons. First of all, just to give you my quick perspective, just so that you know where I'm coming from, but I won't take too long. Basically, I am pretty anti-AI in music. I think things like Suno and Udio and whatever else out there, I think it's all pretty bad. It's bad for musicians. It's bad for the music industry. It's bad for human creativity. That's not to say it shouldn't exist exactly, just because we don't live in a world where things that we have the capacity to invent don't get invented for ethical reasons. Like, that's just not really how things go. If it wasn't Suno, it would have been somebody else, But it's bad. And I'm disappointed every time I see an ad for Suno on my news feed, and I'm disappointed in any creators that are taking money from them to make those ads. Berklee is in a very tough position with this. I don't know exactly what the right thing for them to do about AI is. On one hand, generating music with AI and text prompts seems like it goes against the craft of becoming a great musician and actually learning the art. And of course they're saying they're going to be very mindful about how they approach it, and even in the description of that class, the whole thing is being framed as this ethical discussion, and they really, really want to look like they're not detracting from the students' musical education. But I feel like it's almost inevitable that it does detract from the musical education. Really, any contact with AI music creation tools just makes people lazier and makes them worse musicians. You can say you're going to use it ethically, and you can intend for it to not detract from your own creative process, but it so easily becomes a crutch. Like what starts as just putting in your iPhone voice memo just to hear a more fleshed out version of it quickly turns into asking it to give you 5 new ideas for the chorus, which then quickly turns into asking it to write a bridge for you. And before you know it, you're not a whole lot better than the people who are just typing in some lyrics that they generated from ChatGPT and asking it to generate a pop song in the style of Lady Gaga. But on the other hand, and in Berklee's defense, music school needs to be job training. I think music school is not just studying a craft, it's preparing yourself for what's out there. And AI is out there, and it's effective. And the genie is not going back into that bottle. So it seems like if you're going to go to contemporary music school, you should probably have some contact with it. Now, I don't know exactly what the nature of that contact should be. I don't know exactly what Berklee should do. There's probably no right answer exactly here. But hey, maybe Berklee is doing the right thing. I mean, in all likelihood, what's going to happen is not that all the musicians get replaced, but that musicians are the ones who are themselves wielding the AI. I mean, I have a film scoring gig coming up in a few weeks. The people who made the film aren't using Suno to make the whole score for their film, they're hiring me. And maybe I would be smart to use Suno to make my life easier. I don't know, I'm not saying I'm gonna. I'm just saying that maybe it's not so bad to talk about it in music school if it's a thing that's out there and if you're gonna be competing with people who are using it. Who knows? I don't think there's a way to cleanly pull together all these ethical threads and figure out the perfect solution. I think we're just in uncharted territory. My hope is that this turns out like a lot of advancements in technology have, where there's kind of like a bottom rung of the job market that's affected. You know, the jingles that you hear in the background of insurance commercials and derivative bland pop music. That stuff will be AI, and it'll accelerate the burnout of those styles, similar to how printing a bunch of money devalues the currency. But hopefully, in the avalanche of derivative AI slop, originality will become more important than ever, because people are always going to be hungry to be truly touched by music. That's not going to go away. Music will keep moving forward. That's my hope. That's the potential silver lining. And in the meantime, I seriously urge all my fellow music creators and YouTube creators to stop doing ads for Suno. Suno is bad for music, it's bad for musicians, it's bad for the human creative spirit, it's bad for the world. But it's here, and we have to figure out some kind of way to coexist with it. And that's going to have some kind of implication on music education. And I guess we're just going to stumble our way through figuring out what that means.